Hello there, YouTube. It's me, Masha, back with finally another video. So I figured I was trying to figure out what other content to make. I've had a couple of ideas, but just haven't panned out or not enough time or whatnot. But anyway, I had this match on Dueling Book the other day with Daniel, aka my good friend 10FD. So he was playing Hero Frogs and I'm playing Diva Zombies, so I figured it would be a good match to review. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so we wind roll, and our hand's pretty decent, you know, we got at least 2 starters. Can't go wrong there. So, I think here I'm just, you know, setting Goblin. Not sure if I'm supposed to set either MST or Wing Blast. I think, well, let's see what I do first. Okay, so I set MST and Goblin. Yeah, I think I did that because I didn't have a good discard for this yet. Like, I could discard this potentially, and I have a feeling I'm playing against frogs, so you're probably wondering why am I setting MST, but I guess I'm just hoping to hit a chainable trap that he might set. Yeah, and because it's frogs, I don't really want to set this because the odds of this getting destroyed by battle are unlikely. Okay, so he goes. He does his searches. His hand's not bad. He has at least some miracle options, some potential synchro plays. No monarchs, which is good for us. So he tacks into this. Knows a discard trap, that's pretty good for us. And he does kill this. So yeah, obviously we grab the tuner because we have Book of Life, Minecon. And he sets up a dupe summon. Call, it's okay. But yeah, here we go for kind of an obvious Book of Life play. Now we have some options. Okay, so I do decide to Minecon the dupe so that he wouldn't get a search. You could argue that I should go for, or I could go for Revived King, and that would just negate the dupe effect anyway. Like, that is definitely an option. Yeah, another option could have been Goyo to take this. It's not too bad either. Yeah, this might have been a waste. So we go for Stardust. Probably because, like, I showed this replay to some other people and they said that making Stardust game 1 isn't really that worth it, but I decided to do it because, well, not only would my setup get my set cards be blown out by Heavy Storm, but I do have MST, you know, in case like if a Monarch does come down, I can, you know, activate this and dodge the Monarch, or an Econ or BrainCon. So I figured it wasn't too bad. Like, and even if they do like bait the Stars and then Storm, it's like not the end of the world because I do have 2 chainable cards. And I don't really see how making any other 8 here accomplishes anything. So with that in mind, I think maybe going for a 6 would have been better here and just save the Minecon. So I set everything. He does draw a Monarch. Goes for the Miracle. I could Wind Blast this on Summon. Maybe I should have done this, but I didn't really feel the need to. Like, I was thinking maybe he would try to attack first and then I could Wind Blast. I didn't really feel threatened by this just yet. So he does go for the Ryza, which does mean I can't negate this, but let's see what he targets. So that's a pretty good target for, it's probably the best thing he could have targeted for us there, because we do get to chain, we get a search, and another option was like MST, and then we can save our Stardust Dragon. Come to think of it, that might have been an option, but I also want to save the MST for like a potential Threatening Roar or Raigeki Braid, because we do have cards that we do have the cards that we need to like go for a big push, so I don't want like a Roar blocking us. And this way the call does get shuffled, so we don't redraw the call, which is good for us. And this is fine for us because we can just steal that. He sets an Upstart as a bluff, which is interesting, to say the least. But, you know, it's whatever. Draw this, which is really good because we have another decent Wind Blast target now that we're pitching Mizuki. Yeah. So now he's like at an awkward spot. We still have this for any disruption. He doesn't have any Treeborn access, so yeah, we know about Stratos. That's about it. And he does attempt to go for this. We do have the stop, and at this point it's just the game's done. Alright, game 2. All monster hand. Love to see it. His hand, a lot of traps, a couple frogs. Not super great either, but does shoot. He does have does shoot, but it's not even like. It's probably a very awkward does shoot for him because, like, I think trying to think from his position, he'd probably take either Dark Armed or Diva. He ultimately decides to get rid of the Diva. Yeah, because even even if we put back Dad, we can make a 6 with the Prodigy. So obviously we have the special Prodigy, normal Mally play, or just passing. I think that also works too. Okay, so I do go for that just to get another draw, another zombie, which isn't really what we need, but you know, better to draw this now than the next turn. So he does his frog stuff. Then sets up the dupe block, which we don't really care about right now. We do draw the Gores the next turn, which is funny because imagine if we drew it the last turn, then he attacked the 100, it would have been pretty bad. So we have 2 darks set up. I think we do try to go for a level 8 play. Now it's awkward for him because he didn't put back the dark round. Because using this on any of these is definitely not ideal. I automatically sent the malicious since I assumed he would target that, but he targeted the plague instead. I guess to try to force me to stack the card. I could have gone for I could have still gone for it, but at this point I didn't really see it because he would have to, probably the best thing he could hope for is to top deck a Kais, and if that's the case we just drop Gores and we're in like a pretty decent spot, and then we would still have like this and this, so I don't really see the need to commit to a synchro right now, so I just pass. Wind Blast this on the draw phase, that's perfectly fine because of our top deck. Do this, which is definitely really good to deal with the dupe block or any other monarchs that come down. So, so if we stack here, then we won't be able to drop Dad right now. Could go for the Rio, but again, I don't feel like I have to commit right now. He's not really pressuring me right now, and we do have Gores, and we can afford to wait a bit, I think. Yeah, I do set this because to be able to use our plague. Keeps drawing frogs, so pretty bad for him. Smashing, yeah, but I brought this in for like Vanity's Fiend or just a clean out to a 0. So now we decide to go for the play. We discard this since we have drain. Now this, I feel, it seems like I'm in a good spot right now. I do have drain for any potential monarchs, Brio and Dad, but he does draw the hero. And then things are awkward. Yeah, I think I have to chain here because then I just lose my drain for no reason. We didn't realize at the time, but the 400 attack does go through. So I should have 400 less here. Now we get our field nuked, but like we still have the plague, and like if we draw a level 4, we're in a pretty decent spot since these don't really hurt us. That's probably the worst card we could have drawn with after flipping the skill drain, but we're not under any pressure right now, so we just pass. He draws Compulse. He puts a lot of traps in his frog deck, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, so we'll have to smash this. Yeah, we do brain, but he doesn't have anything good to take. Like, our best play would be Armory Arm, but we can't even, we know he has dupe and we can't get over it without committing, we can't get rid of it without stacking for Plague, and there's a compulsory, well, we don't know it's compulsory, but it is a back row that we have to take into consideration. So we do just smash, hope to draw. I'm just wondering what the likelihood of us, what other level 4s we can draw. Yeah, we can still draw a few. So turtles, goblin zombie. So now he's just beating me to death with the frogs. Another bad draw under skill drain, but this time we do have to go for it. Yeah. At this point, I just scoop. Alright. Hopefully we can come back from game 3, but you can see we open this. It's not the worst, admittedly. Like, we do have Book of Life, so hopefully if our goblin stays and he doesn't go turn 1 special swap drop Caius, you know, we're in an okay spot, but definitely not ideal with no back row whatsoever. But we do the set goblin. He thankfully does not go turn 1 monarch. Yeah. Bad mill for us. Yeah. Like, why does it have that effect? Like, it can come in clutch sometimes, but the amount of times it just mills something really stupid for the opponent is way higher. Okay, we drew a smash. Do this to get our Book of Life. Play live. So here I smashed to get him off a tribute, but I think that was probably a misplay because he didn't drop a Monarch turn 1. Or like, so that leads me to believe he doesn't have one. So he would have to top deck one. And like, Caius on one of these like wouldn't be the worst. Ryza would kind of suck. Well, actually it sucked really badly, especially if he targets this, but it's, yeah, I don't think I needed to do that. And just save it for like a threat like a Vanities or Dupe block, which I guess was his plan. Does do, he goes for pretty aggressive play. Then he sets his needle ceiling, which I guess for all intents and purposes could be like something like torrential. Draw another zombie, you know, just what we need to combat a frog player, but you know, we do have options. So probably the most obvious one is the zombie master, and then we go from there. So here, I do think the Brio is the right play, but next another option would be like Goyo and then try to go for a Stardust, but that is more susceptible to a disruption. So I had to pitch 2. The reason being was if that's a Rye Break and then I target the trap, then I just lose my Rio and then I still won't be able to deal with this. But I think I should have tried targeting 1 first, because afterwards I could like I would still have a play even if this got Rye Breaked. Like, I could have brought back Zombie Master again and then try to go for the Goyo and then the Stardust play. So like it still would have worked, and then I think I'd be in a pretty decent spot. Well, he does have the junk, so Catastor is a thing. So I'm just trying to figure out what other options I have here. Because I do think I'll probably have to go for stars to not neg myself too much. But yeah, so I think the play was to only pitch one to remove the back row. Because even if it is like a right break, we still have a play. Yeah, the Stardust and Goyo. And then the Catastor would... Yeah, I don't know why I was mentioning Catastor. The Stardust would prevent that. It also would prevent this that I don't know about right now. So he does set this again. Draw this. We keep drawing no back row, which is a bit annoying, but this is okay for the junk that we know he has. Here we get blown out by this needle ceiling, which is... It's a tech. What can I say? We draw the second crow, which is superfluous at this point. But I think realistically we only really want to crow one thing, but yeah, we just pass here. So both the tree barns are gone now. I think here's where I try to go in. I am wondering if it might have been better to wait another turn. He was not doing anything. Yeah, I think this might have been a premature push. I could wait until I draw like more disruptions. So here just Caius, excuse me. I made the Colossal here because I thought Gores would be just really bad for me. But if I were to go for this plate, I'd probably just go for the Stardust. Like, yeah, Stardust isn't too great, but like, Gores would just be really bad for us. But now that I think about it, I don't think I needed to go for this play. Draw this, just not too bad. Guess I was thinking whether to compulse this, or maybe to compulse his own monster. Yeah, that was probably what he was thinking about. Yeah. Did top deck the rye break, unfortunately. And that was just the worst draw. Rhoda? Sure. I guess it is live. I don't see a Stratos anywhere. Stratos or Alias. Yeah. So we lose. Definitely I see things that I could have done differently. I don't think the zombie versus frog matchup is that bad. Like, especially with the heroes and, you know, the option to side drains, and then you have the Book of Lice with crows. Yeah, I definitely think that it's definitely not like a awful matchup, as some people would say. Like, you do have the option to go very aggressive if you wanted to. But yeah, that's it for the review. If anyone sees any other plays that I might have missed, please feel free to leave a comment. So, but other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.